Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. This is Property Management 101. In today's video, we'll be reviewing tips for getting along with owners. Now, this video today actually has some crossover with a previous video that I released that is titled Investor Tips for Property Managers, and I'll provide a link to that video in the description. Now, here are 3 best practices to keep in mind for how to get along with owners. Number 1, discussing strategy. You always want to make sure that before you start to have that meeting or conversation with that owner, that you have their strategy for their asset in mind. This will be really important to ensure that every action that we're taking and you're taking as a property manager are actions that are going to be in line with that owner's strategy. This is something that as an owner, that'll be really important for them to see from you, because you always want to make sure that they feel heard, they feel listened to, that you have their best interest at mind when performing any actions on behalf of their asset. The second best practice to keep in mind when working and getting along with owners or investors is be ready for their hot topics. Now, what I mean by hot topics is every owner investor has something that may be more important to them than other things. So it could be a particular metric or the way you handle something as a property manager or a situation. So it's really important that you recognize those hot topics and you're prepared to address those in any meeting that you have with an owner. So for example, a lot of times it may be something about rent roll growth or renewal offer. And these are the types of things you really want to make sure that if it's important to them, it's important that you address it and you're ready to answer it during that meeting. In the event you're not able to answer that, maybe it's something you're still working on, or it's pending, or you have to look into more data that you aren't able to confirm before that meeting with that owner, then I would really make sure that before they ask on the status of that item, that you actually address it proactively and say, hey, I know we always address this. It's something that I don't have that answer today, but I am working on this, and as soon as I have an answer, I'll follow back up with you with that answer. That's something that that owner will feel very much heard, appreciated, that you came prepared to that meeting. It's something that you're working on. So this will be a much better presentation, knowing that, hey, it's not something that the owner asked and you weren't prepared to answer, but that you were prepared to answer. You expected to answer it for that owner, but it's something you're working on and they can expect you to follow back up on it. I hope you're enjoying this video so far and learning something new. If so, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for future videos. And the last best practice to keep in mind when getting along with owners is state the action plan. Before the end of any meeting you have with an owner, or the end of any conversation, I think it's really important that you restate that action plan so both parties can be assured that everyone is on the same page. Who's doing what, who's taking what actions or steps. So that's something that if we're not on the same page as a property manager and owner, it should be able to be ironed out by reconfirming that. By reconfirming what has been discussed and what the owner can expect next is also another great moment to build that relationship with that owner so they know they've been heard, they've been valued, you're taking action to put their asset in the best possible position, and that's in line with their strategy. Now, this video has a lot of great concepts for all sides of the property management industry, especially those that are working directly in consistent communication with owners. But this video is great for any single family side of the industry where you may be working with multiple different types of owners, or anyone that works on the multifamily side that may have consistent conversation with an owner or owners group. If you've not already done so, please watch my disclosure video and my why I do this video. I'll provide a link to both of those videos in the description. I hope you enjoyed this video and learned something new. If so, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for future videos. Property Management 101 has also recently created an account on Instagram and LinkedIn. Please make sure you connect and follow those accounts for future video releases, polls, and property management industry news. If you have any questions about this video or any of my videos, feel free to comment below and I'll be happy to address it for you. Happy leasing!